Needy Heart Foundation, with whom we have done a lot of cardiac surgeries in Manipal Hospital. And the other partner is just yet to come on stage. So what is our, I'll just show you what our partnership model is. First one. Yeah, this is our partnership model. I will not elaborate it. Next slide, Maha. We are in 5 social verticals: education, healthcare, environment, women empowerment, and livelihood. Healthcare, of course, we do it only through our own hospitals, but we partner, in some cases, maybe 100 people. Rotary was our partner, Needy Heart Foundation, we have donors from across the world, we have patients from across the world, Dhaka, all that. So it just goes on to show that one can do what all with partnerships. We learned long back that there's no point in reinventing the wheel. We are, I'm half corporate, half foundation. There are enough good NGOs on the ground. Why do we build huge, massive foundations? Whether it's X, Y, Z, 100 people, 200 people spend all their money on running a foundation rather than getting it to the actual core need. Balu explained that 4% of the money, which is great. In fact, first thing I look at when somebody sends me a proposal, a grant request, why first I go through this thing. What is their admin cost? I just keep looking at it. I am proud to say that we have admin costs, but none of it is passed on to any of our people who donate money to us. We do not spend 1 rupee on admin costs. It's borne by the group. Every dollar, US dollar or rupee as donations or funding from CSR we get goes to the social cost, which is not a regular thing, which is very rare in this kind of sector. So we are into many sectors, but I'll just talk about education and the partnership that we are doing. There are many challenges, but one of the most primary challenge we found that, in fact, Menda Foundation and that group is addressing that in a different way. We thought, what is the most difficult thing? We do not have good quality teachers. We have hundreds of them, but not enough good quality teachers who are passionate, committed to the cause. So we thought, how do we get it? We can't grow them in each nook and corner. So we thought we will first try out a physical model, then try for a technology and do this, what we can do. Next slide, Ma. This is our partnership model. We did a physical model to give tuitions for class 9 and 10 students in government schools. Small pilot model. This was done on August 11, 2014. Then we found it was doing well. We traced them for next 4 years, 9, 10th, 11th and 12th. We found that the percentage of pass, percentage of them going into professional colleges or continuing their education was excellent. But how do we scale it up? I cannot have physical tuition at 25,000, 30,000 rupees a student in many parts of the country. Where will my teacher go to? Karkala, where will they go to? So we thought we will look at a model, scalable model. So we took a risk. We used simple technology, website. We partnered with Cisco actually, put up a model just to try it. Because I saw the Cisco model working for ITI training in Kerala. For 27 of schools they are teaching. I thought, let me start small way. 6 schools. That is, you look at the partners in this. There are so many partners in this. Government schools, their principals, BEOs, technology providers, hardware things. We are not just a funding agency. We also monitor, we get the equipment, in fact, Maha does all that for the whole project. Then we thought, let us do this in a bigger way. Right now we are doing it in 23 schools in Karnataka, reaching about 4,000 children. We expanded it in 2015, 16 to 23. This year we are going to 40. Maybe as you can see, we are going shortly to, very ambitious, to a small town in Haryana, Garund, with a government proposal, with another party partnering us. This is all going to happen. So I would like now to show what our virtual class model is. And to present that, I'll just first show you the small video. Why just put that? The video, it will come in the next one.
simple permanent tissue which are found in plants which are called as parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. So these are the three
So I have the
types
live
of
model here,
simple
but before
permanent tissue.
Balu talked about 5 R's. We talk about 6 P's. P for Peter. To do any of these things, what is the most important thing? Of course, people is a common factor. First is you must have passion, complete passion to do this. Then you must have a proper project. Where a lot of corporates, I am part of a large corporate, where one goes wrong is one doesn't know which project to do. They run around. So you must have the correct project that you can really work on. Then you must have certainly some planning. Then comes your key thing, partnerships. You must select the right partner. Then most important, you have to follow processes. To do that, we're all set. I will now call my live partner live on stage. She will talk about our partnership, how it goes on. Usha Sridhar Pai, teacher par excellence. She's a chemistry biology teacher. She has come all the way from Manipal. She gives live tuition. This is done live. Morning 8:30 to 9:30 before school. After school 1 hour and Saturdays for class 10. She has been doing it for physically for the last 15 years, with us for the last 8 years. Thank you, Usha. All the best.
Wow. It's like my mentor is introducing me and I have no words to express. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm a teacher. If you don't give me response, I'm not going to go ahead. So if you don't talk to me, I'll stand here and you'll have lunch at 3 o'clock. So, shall we? Shall we? Are you with me? I can't hear at all. Still not. Still better we can do. Thank you, sir. This is SKRRPM Mahamaya Foundation. Whenever I go to give a presentation about SKRRPM Mahamaya Foundation, they think that I come from a religious group. But I want to elaborate why SKRRPM. There are many ladies, married ladies, and we have a special equation with your mother-in-law. We have some special equation with our mother-in-law. And I also have a very special equation with my mother-in-law. She is standing there, SKRRPM, that is Srimati Karkala Rukma Rangnath Pai Memorial Mahamaya Foundation, and Rukma Rangnath Pai happens to be my mother-in-law. And Mahamaya is not a religious function, this one. Maya is affection. We should have affection towards the work which we do. And that is why it is SKRRPM Mahamaya Foundation, not a religious group. A group formed to give affection to the people who need it. And coming back, SKRRPM Mahamaya Foundation, when I talk why we gave the name, why I did not give my daughter's name or my mother's name or my father's name or one unique name, there is a story. As a teacher, I'm used to telling stories, so please bear with me. SKRRPM, Rukma Rangnath Pai, my mother-in-law and father-in-law had a very difficult time. They had 5 children and they were running a very small mess in Shimoga. And it was very difficult for them to make the ends meet. And at that time, there was 2 options. Either you can make your children join the mess, or you can send your children to study. And my mother-in-law, even though she was not an educated lady, she understood the value of education, and she made sure that my father-in-law did not force his children to join mess, but started their education. And I'm proud to say out of 5 of her children, 3 of them hold doctorates now, and they are the leading teachers, the best teachers in the field. Now, can we go next? I have a mixed, I can say I'm a hybrid. I'm a teacher. I worked with a corporate called as Pearson for 10 years. I was an academic head, I was a teacher, and I was running their business also. So what I was doing was, I had the targets to complete. I had to get people to talk to, get business, and we used to run a tuition center. I was on the top of it. I got Best Employee Award from Pearson. I was the one who used to meet the target. One fine day, our fees were very high, Usually the coaching centers will charge a huge amount, and it was high. One fine day, I had one person who came with his son. I can tell you his name. His name is Ravi Kiran. And he came, and Ravi Kiran's father is a driver. And he's a driver in Manipal University. And his father wanted him to join any clerical based this one. He is a class 12 student. He has topped our entrance exam which we had done to get this one. He said that I want my son to do only BSc. I don't want him to become a doctor or engineer, but I want him to do his BSc. But my son wants to become a doctor, so what should I do? Your fees is more than my annual income. What should I do? When I spoke to the boy, he said, Madam, I really want to become a doctor. In my school, there is no extra coaching for entrance, so what should I do? I am in a dilemma because I have gone through the same situation in my childhood. I did not have father. I wanted to become a doctor, but I did not have resources, so I became a teacher. It was the second best option I could have had. So then I saw myself in Ravi Kiran, and at that time we came across a person called as Balachandran Warrior, who actually supported his education, and I can proudly say he secured 632 rank in CET, and he is pursuing his MBBS in the best medical college, that is Bangalore Medical College. Can we go next? No claps? What is this? Please understand, for a rural boy to get a 632 rank is not easy. Can we go? So when we started supporting, Manipal Foundation with Pearson started supporting, 90% of the fees was subsidized to these children, and later it was made sure that only 10% was to be borne by the child. In 2009 we started, we supported 27 children. My God, when we saw the results, 23 of them made it to professional colleges. And claps again, please. Okay, so 23 of them made it to college. So every year from 2009, we went on increasing. I'm not going to talk whatever is there, so you can listen to me, please. Okay, so every year we went on increasing the number. Now, when we went on increasing the number, we found that we were basically based in Manipal, but people from Karkala, people from Udupi, people from Hebri coming and asking us for the help. At that time, there was one program which Sir started called as School Adoption Scheme, where we will go and we will adopt a government school and we will teach them. Okay, our association with Manipal Foundation started in 2009. But Mahamaya Foundation was founded in 2014 for the simple reason that the place where I was working was charging 25,000 per student, and the total cost of the program used to go for 25 lakhs. And with only 7 lakhs, we could support 100 students. So it was better model to spend less but scale up the model rather than paying a corporate high amount of money. At that time, we founded Mahamaya Foundation, where I realized that making money is easy, but making somebody's life a pleasant one, a really rewarding one, is going to be still more rewarding. So that is why we started Mahamaya Foundation. We can see that 2014, 2015, 2016, there is something which I want to tell you. We started virtual program. I should thank Balachandran Warrior sir for this one, because I was the first one who said it is not going to work. When he said that let us have a virtual program. So what is a virtual program? We have a classroom. We will teach live in the classroom, and the same live class will be telecasted to 4 other locations which are remotely away from us. I was confident about my teaching. I need a response to understand what is happening. But when 3 remote places are there where we are not able to understand what is happening, how can I assure that the success is going to happen? But sir had the immense faith in us that they said, let us try. Let us try, later we will take care of it. And that is how we started in 2014 in August, where we took only 4 schools. We took 4 schools, out of which 1 was the relay center and 3 was the receiving center. And I can assure you, when the results came, I was stunned. Because out of the almost Can we have the next, this one? Out of the first year, that is 2014-15, out of 1,353 students which we supported, the top 3 of the district have come from our school. They are the government school toppers. So that means something we may be doing something right. So now the thing is, ambition grew. Let us join more schools. So in 2015 and 16, we add the 2 virtual, relay centers, and the number grew from 1,353 to 3,058. This is not the latest number. 4 more schools are yet to be added. In the present year, we have 3,556 students only in the virtual mode. In the physical mode, we have still more. Compared to Menda or any other, I can say an infant in this way, but I'll assure you, when in next few years, when I come for a presentation, I'll have a minimum 20,000. Is it okay? Yes. Okay. Now what is this? Usually everybody was talking about impact, because measurable impact is required. These are very simple numbers, 92.81% and 94.64%. What does this speak? Whenever the May month comes, our adrenaline will pump and BP will go up, because that is the time when the results come. When the results come morning, I think I don't get a sleep at all, because I have to show this result I have to give these results to sir. So whole sleepless night we will be waiting, we will be having all the numbers with us so that we can see the result. And this is the number which we have achieved this year. My dear friends, the actual average of state class 10 is not even 79% pass, and we have achieved with 3,000 students 92.81%. And mind you, we have 26 students who have secured more than 600 in this one. So, and one more thing, we don't have a third class. Our second class percentage is also very small. We have high distinction class and high first class ratio. And in class 12, we have 94.64%, which is more than 20% of the average state rate. Okay, can we go next? Okay, sir has already shown you what is a virtual classroom looks like. Can we go to the next slide, please? Program success stories. I'm sorry, I'm always in front line, so you must be seeing me all the way. But just let us go and see what actually happens next. I want to bring to your notice 2 special children who are with me. On the left side, that is Dr. G.K. Prabhu, our ex-registrar of Manipal Foundation. He is actually felicitating a girl called as Chakita, our first star performer. I would like to tell you, her score in class 12 was 583 out of 600. That is 97.16%. Okay, can you all guess and tell me what she would have done? She is a class 12 science graduate, means science stream. What is her profession now? Can you guess? Doctor? Anybody else? Huh? Engineer. Because we think that above 90% means doctor or engineer. I would like to tell you, I would like to disappoint you. She is neither a doctor nor an engineer. She felt that if everybody becomes doctor and engineers, where are we going to get good teachers? And she has finished her BSc with the top rank, and now she is joining IISc Bangalore for her masters, and she wants to become a teacher like me. Okay. Next, there is one girl called as Spandana. Her father is a support guy, MIS support guy in Manipal University, and she is our present class 10 topper, and she has secured 616 out of 625. She is a first generation learner in her family. Her father and mother, both of them are illiterate.
Usha, if we can please request you to, I think, sum it up. To tell us on what's really worked in the partnership with the 2 of you. Okay. I think we've got a great idea of what the program is. Okay. If you can summary, if the summary can contain the partnership element, please.
What has worked in a partnership for us? Definitely 3 points I would like to tell. The immense amount of support, encouragement, which I received from my mentor, Balachandran Warrior, first thing. The second thing which I would like to tell, what has worked in partnership is that it is very, very important to share a common vision. Sir wanted to empower education, and we also wanted to support children who are in the education sector. So since we shared the same vision, we could do well. The third important point which I would like to tell, monetary support is very, very important. But only one thing which I would like to tell here is that Manipal Foundation never asked me how many first class you got or how many distinction you got or what was the outcomes. He only asked me, do the program with sincerity, and if the sincerity is, if you do your work sincerely, definitely the outcome will come. And that is why I was never pressurized for the outcome or the result. I was only asked to work, and that support and encouragement only has helped us to attain this result. I think it is the process which has been streamlined properly which gave us the great product. Thank you.
Thank you, Shah.
Just take a minute if you don't mind. You heard her, she's passionate, she can talk for next 1 hour as a teacher, I can talk. Just like to sum up, why do we do this? May an old bird should have walked away into the sunset like John Wayne. She's actually younger than my daughter. But why do we do this? As Indians, we do drink lot of tea, or national drink. Can I have the tea slide? Why do we do this? We do it on drinking lot of tea. We start with tea for transparency. We don't do anything unless the whole thing is transparent. Then we get engaged. Then we are accountable. So the most underlying thing about all this is transparency, trust, and then the passion to do it. Thank you so much. Questions we will take offline because we could not probably answer. Best to take the questions offline.
Thank you so much. So with that, we're coming to the last segment. I know I'm holding you and Ransom to lunch, but we have the last segment of the partnerships here. And for that, we have Tapan Kumar Das, Youth for Jobs. He's a development management graduate from Exam Bhubaneswar with 18 years of experience in diverse sectors with a focus on the livelihoods of rural, tribal and disabled youth. He currently works with Youth for Jobs. So this is the Valio and Youth for Jobs partnership he's going to be speaking about.
So Valio couldn't be here because of the Chennai death of the Chief Minister, so he couldn't come in here. So Tapan will talk for both sides of the partnership. Thank you.
And I'll assure you, you will have your lunch around 1:30, not 3. Okay. So I'll just talk a little bit about Youth for Jobs and Value, and then the partnership bit. We at Youth for Jobs as a team, the founding team, we have been working since 2014 as a team, and we believe in, like, all the while we have 3 major beliefs. You know, we believe in the potential of the poor, and we believe that one job to one organized sector job in a family will take out the family out of the poverty. And the last is, like, you know, converting I can't to I can. Okay, so when we started Youth for Jobs Foundation in 2012, the focus was, you know, training youth with disability and linking them to jobs. So the scenario at that point of time, when we try to understand what is happening in the country, the predominant, there were a lot of organizations who were working on the you know, rehabilitation of a person with disability in terms of medical, social, and various other aspects. Okay, when it comes to livelihood, the most of the work used to happen in terms of training them into various skills where they can start an enterprise or start producing certain things. And there were organizations who were working also in the area of skilling them for a job, but the duration of those used to be quite long, like, you know, endlessly, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and the focus was never on the employment part of it. And then wherever the employment used to happen, it used to be so-called identified jobs. So, like, for example,